It is my honor and pleasure to welcome to the In the Iron Asylum training, Jason Genova, a.k.a. the Spaniard, a.k.a. the Woman Getter, a.k.a. Mr. No Homo. It's also my pleasure distinct pleasure to have PJ Braun, my close friend, on the In the Iron Asylum training with me and Jason to lend his hand in talking about Jason's video. And right now I'm seeing Jason on the bike. Jason, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be on.
Yes, it's a pleasure to have you. PJ, did you just see Jason's calves?
Yeah, he's a machine. Those things are just genetically incredible.
What do you look, Jason? PJ is somebody whose calves, are a little lacking. They're behind, certainly not equal to that of his arms, and he really could use your help bringing them up. What do you think he could do? What advice could you give PJ to bring up those calves?
I would say he should do 4 to 6 repetitions, real heavy, 4 to 6 sets, and train very hard and have the mentality like I have, because I have the mentality like Dorian Yates, man. I go all out or nothing until I can't do it anymore, That's how he trained. He just went all out until he couldn't do it anymore,
Well, what do you think?
I prefer to use like the donkey calf raise or the standing calf raise. What machine do you like to use?
Calf raisers. I do a lot of those calf raisers.
Regular standing calf raises?
Standing calf raisers. Yep. You
don't like the donkey calf raise machine?
I do the donkey raise calf machine, but I like to go up and down and really fire and get the burn and isolate the muscle and tear it to rebuild it.
You're just using crazy weights, right?
Let me ask you though, Jason.
Crazy weights.
For somebody like PJ who's afraid to get under crazy heavy weights, he's more of a squeeze guy. What does he have to do mentally? What does he have to get into his head? How do you get into that?
He's got to get that. He's got to get that eye of the tiger. He's got to get hungry. He's got to really want it. He's got to change his whole mentality. He's got to really freaking push himself to the limit, and he's got to experiment and try to change his training style and always learn new training techniques. And he just got to work his ass off.
Yeah.
He just got to put the time and the effort in,
What's going through your head when you're about to lift those crazy weights? Like, what are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about just getting it over and done with. I'm thinking about it's do or die day. It's all out war in this gym. It's the dungeon, man. I train in the dungeon,
I see right now you're just gotten to the gym and you are starting on a set of bench presses. You got 225 on the bar here, Jason. Do you usually start off with bench press when you're doing chest?
Yes, I usually do.
And I see you're very controlled, slow and controlled reps here. Where did you always have this good form, or did somebody teach this to you?
I taught it myself because I watch a lot of videos.
Who is your favorite bodybuilder, Jason?
I said it years ago, and I'm going to say it again: Dorian Yates and Tom Platz.
And you believe, you said earlier you do that hit training kind of like a Dorian Yates. Are you going? I noticed you already moved on to the dumbbell incline, and now you're back to incline bench press. Are you doing more sets than what we're seeing here?
I do sometimes a lot of volume because my upper body is very weak. I need to get my upper body or catch up with my lower body. My lower body is the dominant part right now. I've made a lot of gains in my upper body, but I would like to get my upper body a lot bigger. Equal with the legs. I would like it to get equal with the legs because the chest is okay. I like to bring that out a little bit more. My biceps, I need to bring a little peak on them. My triceps aren't that bad, but my back, I need more width. I definitely I need to build that up.
What are you weighing right now, Jason?
Right now, I pack on a lot of muscle. A little fat and a lot of muscle. I'm right now about 207 pounds.
207, okay. And how tall are you?
Yeah, 5'6.5".
5'6.5".
That's pretty thick, PJ.
That is pretty thick. I got to be honest, and this is not a diss. I thought you looked a little bit bigger in your last video when your fan from England was with you, but it could have been perhaps because you were loading up, on McDonald's or whatever for your cheat day. But
I only have McDonald's once or twice a month. I rarely eat that because it's just you can't eat it too much because it's not good for your. I know people eat it and they look like crap. It's not good for you that often,
Jason,
I don't know. Yeah. You eat a lot. You eat an impressive amount of that McDonald's.
I eat a lot of. When I go to McDonald's once a month, I eat a lot. I do.
Jason.
Yeah, when you go to McDonald's, so tell me what your typical order is.
Oh, Big Mac, double cheeseburger. I had some of those little chicken sandwiches and a McFlurry and some oatmeal cookies. But I was just trying to increase my calories a little bit because I'm starting to go back on a diet. Because I'm dieting for another 16 weeks. I'm going to do 2 shows this week.
Jason, before we get into the 2 shows, I have to ask you. I had a lot of fans of yours when I saw that I posted on PJ's wall about doing this in the Iron Asylum training video with you. A lot of people wanted to know you've put on a lot of mass in the last 2 years, and they're thinking maybe you've been experimenting with a little bit of steroids. Is that true, Jason?
Well, I don't like to talk about it on the internet. I take a lot of supplements, and I'm not going to lie, I'll be honest, I take, those supplements you still get at the supplement store?
Well, what would those be?
I'm not going to lie to you, it's not, it's borderline, pro hormones, those little...
We don't really know what you're talking about, to be more specific.
Well, buy them they're like precursors.
Do they keep them behind the counter, Jason? Do you have to ask for them specifically?
Sometimes yes and no. Depends what they are.
You have to tell them, give me the good stuff?
Yeah.
And that's...
I'm not gonna lie. At least I'm honest.
Yeah.
Well, you're being honest. We appreciate that. And so do the fans. Your fans appreciate your honesty as well.
Absolutely. Jason, you're in the grocery store, and let's talk about your diet. Unfortunately, we have a kind of short video here, so we'll have to do another one in the future, but give us a rundown. I know Skip LaCour, the great natural bodybuilder, world-famous natural bodybuilder, has been helping you with your diet. What has he changed in your diet from what you were doing before to what you're doing now?
He gave me a diet, and I'm following it. I'm eating for breakfast. I'm eating 6 egg whites with a bowl of oatmeal, with frozen vegetables and a tablespoon of flaxseed oil, and then 2 hours later I'm having a meal replacement shake, and then 2 hours later I have tuna or canned tuna. I eat tuna because I don't want to eat too many cans of tuna because it has mercury in it. Mm-hmm. So I'll eat a slab of tuna. Yeah, I don't want that. I eat a little bit. I mix it up with tuna, the frozen tuna you put, you cook, and I eat that's 4 to 6 ounces with the frozen vegetables and flaxseed oil, and then 2 hours later meal replacement shake, and then another 2 hours later the same thing, some tuna with frozen vegetables and flaxseed oil, and then 2 hours later meal replacement shake, and then another 2 hours later a can of tuna with flaxseed oil and vegetables, or the fish, the package. And then 2 hours later before bed, a meal replacement shake.
You're eating 8 times.
8 times a day, yep.
Then I'm about to tell you something. I couldn't give a shout out today for this video because this is a training video for RMX Muscles. Somebody's going to be voice recording over this video, Aaron Zingerman. So I'm just letting you know, next week, this is a serious video for him. Next week I'm throwing out a funny video, and then the next week I'm throwing out a serious video. And then a couple weeks later I'll throw out a funny video. Keep it serious for a few weeks. Keep it interesting. And then I'm about to let you know, I'm going to give a shout out in my video next week for all my fans. Nice shout out video. That's all to say. Peace out. Bye.